Good Friday afternoon. I'm starting to say morning. This is in Light. How in the world are y'all? I've got some irises blooming. We had a cold snap and it kind of came and burnt the tips of some one. I got a pretty light purple, dark purple. But my dark purple ones are usually like huge. I've probably seen pictures that I've posted before, and I just don't think we're gonna have that many. I think it burnt the tips of some of them. But happy Friday. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to do good. I got a Revelation teaching lesson up. Yay. Oh, hardest chapter. And I have found a new person on YouTube. I can't even remember his name right now, but he is, I think, trained in the Baptist church. It doesn't matter to me. Well, I mean, as long as they're teaching the Word of God, I don't care. I'm not hung up on denominations. As long as they teach Jesus Christ resurrected, born, resurrected, died, rose again, coming back to get us real soon. I don't care what denomination they are. She's got some yellow ones in a bucket. I bet she'd let me have some of those. I don't have any yellow irises. Squirrel. Okay. So, I intended to get going before now. But y'all, the weather has been so crazy. Cold, hot, 66 now. It was like in the 50s yesterday, but the wind is killing it. The wind is so rough. We've been having winds at 20, 25, 30 miles per hour. And this has been messing with the girls' dysautonomia so bad. My head is just, I feel like it's spinning all the time. I feel very disoriented. I feel like I have to really work on focusing. My eyes, yeah. Just if you noticed, I don't put a lot of mascara on anymore. I mean, my eyes carry a lot of the tiredness that I feel. And I'm like, put on a little powder, blush, and lipstick, and go, girl. Pouring my water on with my electrolytes. That's good. Okay, I've made it to the estate sale, and I have to say, there's more Christmas than I've ever seen. Expensive. Fitz and Floyd Christmas. All kind of ornaments. What are those? Oh, Waterford. Oh my gosh. Oh, is that broken?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
just. Yeah, that's just.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, her Fitz and Floyd collection is unreal. Look at this beautiful white. Look at all the Fitz and Floyd boxes, and you wouldn't believe the boxes it's already sold. Gorgeous over here. Look at all these. It's just unreal. I'm just videoing a little bit.
All right, hold on, let me get down.
Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. I just don't need a whole lot of this.
Okay, I'll hold it.
But if you need Christmas, boy, this is the place to come, because there's just
need to move it.
There's boxes. There's boxes and boxes. Stuff that hasn't even been opened. Look at all this. Y'all, this is probably the biggest estate sale I have ever seen. Boxes and boxes. Look like great organization. That's a beautiful picture. Wonder what that's beautiful. That is gorgeous. I might need that. I feel like if I'm supposed to get it, I'll get it. What is that? What is it? Oh, that's pewter. That cute. Yeah, this is just gorgeous. There's just too much to video, really. All right, I'm going to look. I've only got an hour. Yeah, I've never seen so much glassware in all of my life. What a collector. this lady was. Look at this platter. That is gorgeous. I could use some more of these, but I've got. But gosh, I've never seen so much stuff. Never. It just keeps going on from room to room to room. Look at this bench. Needlepoint bench. Oh my gosh. Look at this bathroom. Gosh, I can't imagine where they had all this stuff. I am looking for, maybe some of y'all can point me in the right direction. That's a beautiful quilt right there. I know that. I love that. How much is that? Look at the blue. What an office. Oh, this is so sad. All these things that mean so much to us just auctioned when we're gone. I wonder what that is. Something framed collection of English. It's England something, $525. Look at that thing. Now, that is something that they've collected. Y'all, look at this needlepoint rocker. That is something I'd love to have. Just because of the amount of work, $350. I'd love to have that just because of the work that went into it. That's gorgeous. Look at that rocker. Is that thing not gorgeous? Let me just say, I've never seen anything like that before. They must have traveled a lot. But I mean, how many sets of china do you need? And she had a lot of pretty Chico clothes. I'm not much on buying clothes though I mean, they were clean. You could tell they were clean, but I don't need a lot. I've been buying a little bit. Ashley's been finding me some Chico stuff at the thrift stores. But y'all, I've never seen so much stuff. And I've been a lot of places and been to a lot of things, but I've never seen that much stuff before. I'm gonna ride down here and show you the lake. I'm gonna show you the house. I actually like that little house right there. But here's the house where I was. Absolute auction. It looks like a Floridian home. And, well, let me show you this one. See, I'd rather have that with the porch. Isn't that cute with that screened-in porch? But here's the big house. I've never seen so much stuff in a house. And I couldn't really video a lot. I think I gave you an idea. Okay, here's the lake. And this lake goes up to the back of the house. Oh, so this is a members only like picnic area and a little swimming area. All guests must be accompanied by an association member. Oh, so people actually swim out in this park. This is pretty. This is not far from my house. I've just never been back in here. I'm just blown away. I hope I got enough video to capture what it was like. If any of you see this in a antique shop, or if you see it in a yard sale, I mean, I know you're all over the nation, but I'd be willing to ship if I can get what I want. I'm looking for a large vintage style plate rack, wooden plate rack to hang in my kitchen that's got like 2 rows and with either a holder in the front, not metal, wooden. I've seen one on a lady on Instagram. This is really pretty out here. It's really pretty and clean and everything. But I've seen a lady on Instagram that has one. Oh my gosh, it is exactly what I would love. And she said she found it in the back of an antique store, just laid up against the wall. But I've got a lot of pretty transferware plates, and I really want to put a lot of plates up in my kitchen without putting all the holes in. I don't care for the holes. We're going to live there until Jesus comes back. My husband, on the other hand, he don't like putting all the holes in a wall, but you can putty them and clean them up. But that's my hubby. I am so hungry. Now I'm going to Hobby Lobby. I might need to stop and get me something, because I had some yogurt, cottage cheese, and blueberries. I'm back to getting my eating down real stricter because Easter. Y'all look at this beautiful little ring. This is paparazzi. Isn't that cute? Can you see it? I can't see because I'm holding my hand up. I just love that little ring. Easter, I've eaten too much sugar, and I've put about, it fluctuates between 5 and 6 pounds. I've got a 10-pound range that I don't want to go out of, and I'm getting closer to the upside of it. So see, that's the way I want to maintain my weight, is by weighing every day and not getting out of that 10-pound range. The little place that I brought Mother to eat, that we would sit out, they had the little covered area, and she loved to sit out there and talk to everybody as they came in. It's just right up here, so I'm not going to be able to go by it without feeling sad. I dread Mother's Day coming up. I'm doing good though, but I was just telling her on the way up here when I went by the place, I was just telling her how much I missed her, how much I loved her. So there was a lady in there, maybe around my age, with her mother, and they had maybe a daddy on the phone. They might have been professional buyers, I don't know, because there was so much expensive stuff in this. I could see where other buyers would come, but I'd have to come back on Sunday to see if I was going to buy anything else. I didn't see anything that I had to have except that rocking chair, that needlepoint rocking chair. I would love to have had that. It's $350. I'm not sure it's not even worth that, but it'll probably be gone. So, but anyway, so she was talking to a man on the phone. It's probably her daddy. He sounded older. And her mother said, like, well, come here, look at this. And she's like, Mother, quit, you're driving me crazy. I wanted to say, babe, don't talk that way to your mother. And I'm sure she was getting on her nerve because she was trying to talk to this guy on the phone, and then she was showing her all of this. But I just wanted to say, do you know how much I'd love to have my mother here with me today? Don't tell your mama she's driving you crazy. Just love her. Love on her. Just love on her. Just say, just a minute, mama. Just a minute. I didn't talk to I never told my mama she's driving me crazy, even when she was driving me crazy. Mother went through a real negative period she didn't do it all the time, but she did it. And I'd go home and I'd tell John, I was like, oh, she's been so negative today about stuff that had happened in the past and about different things. It's just because it's where her little mind was. And then it would get on my nerves. And I would go home and I'd tell John she drove me crazy, but I'd never tell her that. Never, never, never. I had too much respect for her. I always had respect for my mother, even when I was a teenager. But she was the kind of person that was due respect too. You know, you have to earn respect. Respect is not just something, you have to earn respect. And Ashley and I are respectful to each other. Ashley and I get along beautifully. We always have. I mean, we're just so phenomenally blessed to have the relationship that we do. CBD for pets. Well, oh my gosh, let me tell you this. I'm going to insert a little bit of Rhett's 5th grade music program. He did not want to do it last night, but he did, because Ashley says, Rhett, I'm so proud of you for going ahead and do that. Well, you made me. You didn't give me a choice. But she told him they have a music teacher there that does phenomenal with these kids. I mean, you'll see some of it. So he dressed as a pirate. He took his eye patch off before he got in there. I think he kept the earring on. He wouldn't wear a pirate's hat. So we got a white shirt and black pants on him. That was about it. But he did sing some. But y'all, I was sitting down on the floor because Michael had to leave early with Riggs to go play ball. Y'all, these 2 women and 3 kids came in, and I have never smelt pot so strong ever in my life. Of course, I mean, I've never been around anybody that smokes pot. That's just not been a part of my life. And actually, I've told y'all this funny story. Until a few years ago, I didn't even know what pot smelled like. And me and Michael were talking about it. And we were in Panama City, and we had the boys at an arcade. And he said, "What do you mean you don't know what pot smells like? It smells like a skunk." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I mean, I know what a skunk smells like, but I've never smelled pot." So I was up front. I've told this story before, but I was up front doing something, and he came up there and got me. And oh, that was a bad hope. He came back there and came up front and got me. He said, "Come here, I'm gonna show you something." So went back there, and I was like, "Whew." He's like, "Baby, that's pot." There was somebody that was standing outside the arcade that was smoking it. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, well, I'm so glad I know what it smells like." Y'all, these 2 women, and they had a little girl, they had, I don't know, a preteen maybe, and a little girl that was every bit of 4, if not 5, with a pacifier in her mouth, extremely overweight, obviously not guided at all in what to eat. They reeked of pot. They came and sat on the other side of me, and the other woman sat just 1 row behind me. Y'all, I was having to put my hand to my nose. I thought, we're going to get stoned. We are going to get stoned. That's what Michael said. We're going to be high before we leave here. They had to be smoking it in the car pulling up to the school. How sad. Well, our PTA does this thing called Difference Makers. And the teachers nominate children, and then they vote on them. And every 6 weeks or 9 weeks, however their grading goes, they choose 1 boy and 1 girl from every grade level that's a difference maker. Riggs got it like his first 6 weeks. I don't know if I can chew this gum and talk to y'all. I mean, I can chew gum and talk. My mouth is so dry. My mouth has been so dry. I've been out in the wind a lot out there. But so when they started introducing the difference makers, the mother with the little girl with the pacifier got up. You can go stand in the middle of the gym floor so you can make pictures of them. The little girl got up screaming with the passy in her mouth, ran in behind her, had on some Crocs. So sad because they'd come to see, I guess it was her little girl, she got difference maker for like the 1st or 2nd grade. Now, she's been voted a difference maker. That's on respect, helping others, following the rules, something to just really boost their self-esteem and to recognize them for being so good. And then here they come in reeking of pot. Just immediately I was sad for that little girl. I thought, oh my gosh, here she is getting an award. How sad that she's been voted a difference maker, and she's got to go home with that. That's embarrassing. You want to smoke pot, that's your own business. But when you reek of pot. That's embarrassing. So then the little girl starts back across the gym floor with the pacifier. She has those Crocs on. She's running. She has a camera. She has a phone. Before, she'd been playing a video and had it up full volume. And I just looked at them. I looked at them like this. I couldn't stand it. It was so bad. And so then she falls flat of her face coming across the gym floor. Me and Michael both started to get up and run to her, but she jumped right up. I told Michael, she's probably stoned. I wasn't being ugly. He started laughing. I said, she's probably stoned. She's been in the car with all that. No wonder she can't run. She was screaming. The kids were going off. So then she brings her little girl over there. And the other little girl is screaming her lungs out. They're just right on the other side of me, just right beside me. I had to get an envelope out of my purse and fan because it was literally making me sick. So Michael, I've never been high, but I may get close to it tonight. Michael's been around it and he said that's the strongest he's ever smelled. He said that was some strong stuff. So what did they do? They start the PTA, the music thing gets up. The other little girl is still screaming. What do? All 6, 7 of them get up, walk across the gym, and leave. Immediately, the smell went away. Thank God. I'm just like, what is this poor baby living in? Okay, I think I've told you, but Saturday night is my 50th high school reunion. Yes, my 50th high school reunion. How is that even possible? How did that even happen? So, of course, I'll be sharing pictures and maybe some video from it. So, I'm going to Hobby Lobby now because I'm going to Hobby Lobby to, I'm going to fix a gift basket for my friend, the one I've always worked with through the years on these reunions, but she has kept every record, every detailed. If it hadn't been for her, I've helped with the reunions through the years. But she's really been the backbone. She's really been the person out of our whole senior class that has kept it going. I've gotten out a bunch of pieces of my jewelry that I think she will like. And then I'm going to Hobby Lobby to buy a basket. And I'm going to get some Bath and Body Works stuff and just put anything pretty in it that I think she'll like. I want to do something really special for her because this may be our last reunion. I don't know. I think we've lost about 16 people so far out of about 90. And I don't know. We may have a 60th. I don't know. People do, and but my friend Vicky, she is struggling with her health. Y'all, she's been having heart issues since she was in her 30s. She's had a quadruple bypass, and she has 24 stents in her heart. Can you believe that? So she is just a blessing for her. She's a fighter. And I just appreciate her hard work so much. We just wouldn't have had these last reunions. I've helped, others have helped, but she has been the backbone. And so I want to I want to give her a presentation tomorrow night. And she has no idea, and she will not like me doing it. I'm just all over the place, aren't I? I'm just a hot mess, aren't I? That's the reason y'all love me, because you're like, I never know what that woman's going to say next. I never have any idea what's coming out of her mouth next. She is such a squirrel, and I am. I have a lot of squirrel moments. All right, let's go into Hobby Lobby. Probably not gonna take you in there. I want to do some shopping and get out of there. So I'll be back to wrap up this video. I think I will. Okay, see you in a minute.